All the big names, all the changes defensively. It starts up front. Jenkins along with Babin, new additions. Casey Matthews, the rookie in the middle. Foku and Cheney have swapped positions. And of course, Nnamdi Asomugha signing minutes after free agency. Big no huddle. Bradford fell down and lost the football. Jaquay Parker. No penalty flags on the field. It is a touchdown for Parker and the Eagles after Darryl Tapp stripped it away from Bradford.
Boy, this is unfortunate for St. Louis, not Philadelphia. Philadelphia's feeling pretty good about it.
Like your chances. Again, it's Cadillac Williams, and let's quickly send it back to Kurt Menefee in Los Angeles. Still no Steven Jackson. On the Rams' first play from scrimmage, he went 47 yards and blasted off the corner. Is Bradford, and that's the first sack in his second go-round with the Eagles for Jason. Williams met at the line of scrimmage. Trevor Laws in there.
Begin to mount up typically as they do as we get through the opening weeks of this season.
Bradford sacked by Darryl Tapp. Tapp's been a big factor in this game.
Up on the inside to go along with Mike Peterson.
Trent Cole sacks Bradford. There is a penalty flag down. Babin picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's tough for the backup quarterback to come in and do in this situation.
Second down and 20. They bring him again. And again, Fieldy is hit and hit hard. Sacked by Cullen Jenkins. His first sack is an Eagle.
You alluded to, other than 3 penalties, probably a pretty good game on his part.
Incomplete. That'll give the football to Philadelphia, and that will bring Michael Vick.
In particular, the Jets and Dallas, and then Philadelphia shepherded him away. On 2nd and 10, they give it to the upback, and it's Turner playing in that spot there. And Cullen Jenkins, look at that spacing through the middle there, but it's a passing down. And forget how much spacing there was, because here comes Jenkins, and I'll say he got back into the game.
Say.
3rd and 3. Blitz coming. And they get Ryan. They knock him down at the 31-yard line. Mike Patterson got in there, and then Trent Cole finished him off. Mike Patterson read that bulk of us. 2nd and 10. Ryan throws, and that's intercepted at the 40-yard line by Asomugha. Nnamdi Asomugha gets the pick, but with only 6 seconds remaining. So Philadelphia will get one. Came out running the ball tonight. Let's see if they'll go back to that with Turner as the primary back. And Turner is going to get taken down in the backfield by Trent Cole. 7 stellar seasons along that Eagle defensive front. Ryan in the pocket. Got jostled, gets sacked. And that's Jason Babin, the free agent for the last season. From the 15-yard line on 1st down. Ryan. And that one is picked off at the 37 by Asante Samuel. And he brings it back down to the 22-yard line. This is wild. Fumbles and interceptions intended for Jones, and he was retired from the 18-yard line. Here's Turner. And when Andy Reid had to make all of those changes.
The Eagles, good luck.
3rd and 9. Ryan is trying to get out of the end zone, and he does for a gain of 1. That is Jenkins, Cullen Jenkins, making the tackle.
Giants going forward on 4th down and 3. And Manning's pass is caught, but Travis Beckham went down about a yard shy.
Oh, got to keep your feet. Got to know.
2nd down and 12. trouble. Down he goes. Back at the 13-yard line. It's Babbitt again along with Trent Cole. And now the Eagles. Manning on 3rd and 9 in trouble. Down he goes. Manning can't find anyone, and he is taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, they got away with a face mask right there.
Jason Babbitt with the...
You know, the head down low and the hips up high. I mean, there's no way they're going to be able to resist that.
So a new set of downs here at Bradshaw. Hard to believe, guys, that was the first play the Giants have run from inside the red zone. They're 3 touchdowns.
And that's a mental thing.
2nd and 8. Hunter trying to get outside. Can't do it. Nice play there on the pursuit by Trent Cole. 49ers looking at a 3rd and 8. Smith in trouble. Sack. Jason Babbitt coming from the outside.
I'm sure their 2-minute operation, but they can be a little bit more patient.
Pressure. Fumble. Picked up. Colin Jenkins with the recovery. Babbitt came off the corner and knocked it out.
Probably a good decision by Alex Smith.
45 yards out for Akers. It's blocked. Picked up by Colt Anderson. Looked like King Dunlap got in there and got a hand on it.
A bad play into a disastrous play, and he didn't do it there.
Babbitt. Sack.
Set up the interception by George Wilson. And here's Jackson, slowed down and stopped for a loss. Good penetration.
This entire secondary in the way that their talents dictate.
On the Wildcat, that's Brad Smith looking for running room. And he was tripped up. The Eagles had it read very well. Loss of a yard. Namdi Asam.
Hence of a feel or understanding for this game as Al Davis.
He passed away yesterday at the age of 82. The Bills starting from the 20. Fred Jackson tripped up and taken down for a loss. Let's go down to the field. Laura Oakman standing by. Laura. And Fred Jackson, 14 carries, 58 yards, and 1 TD. Fitzpatrick. There was some pressure. The pass intercepted. The middle linebacker, Jamar Chaney, with the intercept, and the Eagles get their first takeaway of the game.
And a huge takeaway. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Tackle is 3rd and long. Bills are 6 for 11 in 3rd down conversions. Everybody out. Fitzpatrick has time, nobody open, and they got it for a sack. Colin Jenkins with his 6th sack of the season. Alou is in the game, and Grossman goes deep. And it's intercepted. Kurt Coleman, who's back in the lineup, starting at safety with the pick. And the Eagles take over. Trent Williams out with an injury off the play fake. Grossman puts it up deep, and it's intercepted. Nate Allen, the safety, makes the interception and brings it back. Still on his feet and finally brought down in Redskins territory. 2nd interception of the game for the Eagles. 13 for a first down. 4 wide receivers, everybody out. Grossman in trouble, they got him. He is sacked by Mike Patterson. 17th sack of the season.
Really needs this to turn into a touchdown.
2nd and 12. Everybody out. Grossman throws, intercepted by Kurt Coleman, his 2nd of the game. turnaround is fair play. Coleman with the Eagles' third interception, his second, and the Redskins waste a big opportunity. Some pressure today. On 3rd and 9, everybody out. Grossman in trouble. On the move, he throws, and it's intercepted. Was he inbounds? Kurt Coleman picked it off. It's an interception, his third of the game.
That's really the game. Can they play that wide and still stop the run? Last game the answer was yes. The rest of the year the answer was no.
That was against the Redskins, 1st and 20. Romo, and he gets hit from behind and taken down. That's Jason Babin having a great season. The much-traveled one who really came into his own when he finally wound up with the Titans under defensive line coach Jim Washburn. 3rd and 16. Samuel stays at the left corner. This time he'll be on Des Bryant, bottom of the screen. Romo running out of time, and he'll get taken down again. That's a sack and a loss of 2. That's Trevor Romo's prime target. Jason with 36 catches to lead the club. Play action, buys a ton of time, and then the pass is almost caught and then intercepted. Juggled by Martellus Bennett and intercepted by Nnamdi Asomugha. Tonight his troops pitching a shutout against the Dallas Cowboys. 1st and 15. And Romo goes down in the arms of Trent Cole. Strained calf, missed the last couple.
They were given the same look, and Vic was able to take advantage all night.
2nd and 10, and again they keep having those snap issues. He gets the pass away, and that's caught by Murray for a loss.
One-on-one.
And Romo under pressure down at the 5-yard line. And they'll turn it over on downs, and that's the way that Cowboy drive ends.
The blowout on a Sunday night of the Vikings. This one, Babin with the contact of Forte in the backfield, and the pursuit gets to Matt, and he loses 2 yards as Kurt Coleman, the safety, comes in for the tackle.
They're doing a great job up front.
Right back to it. It's working at Forte with Roberto Garza, the center, leading the way. Lost, moved down. He's down. Ball spits out, but you see demonstrative signal from the official that Forte was down after a gain of 6. And Asante Samuel coming out of the pile yelling at Andy Reid to challenge. Trent Cole was the guy who came over. That ball's clearly out. That angle was not shown on the board here, and Andy Reid now throws the challenge flag before Cutler could get the snap off.
After reviewing the play, the runner lost possession of the ball prior to hitting the ground. The ball was clearly recovered by Philadelphia. Philadelphia's ball, 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 6:45.
Go ahead, Asante. Now you can go.
6:45 on the game clock.
Carry number 6 for Barber. Gonna lose 3. Derek Landry out of Notre Dame.
Well, Derek Landry is in that rotation of the defensive line for the Eagles. You'll see him 20-25 snaps a game.
In total yards from scrimmage, he's at 140. Past the halfway point of the 4th quarter, a 2nd and 1 run. And the Eagles won the line of scrimmage at Marion Barber's stop.
Credit this Bears offensive line.
Again, play came in late. Lots of looks on that sideline. Jay Cutler's looking back over the sideline. And this has been so...
And 2, and now the ball is at the 13. One wide receiver, and that's Larry Fitzgerald, lines up to the right. Handoff is to Wells, giving ground. And Wells will go down. It was finally Cullen Jenkins, but there was good penetration. Averaged 17 yards a catch this year. First down on the 31 of the Eagles. And here is Wells hit And a good play by Cullen Jenkins, the former Packer, and he stops Wells for a loss of 3. Fordham in the Bronx, one of the boroughs in New York, has never played in Philadelphia. Excited to be here for the first time, and the handoff to LaRod Stevens howling, but Kurt Coleman, the strong safety who's played superb football for the Eagles. 3rd down and 11. There's Larry Fitzgerald moving into the slot to the right. Skelton looking that way immediately, getting a big pass rush. Escapes and then is ridden out of bounds by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie.
This defense.
Cardinals a lot of ways outplaying the Eagles. Nothing to show for it with 2 missed field goals. 2nd down and 5. Skelton intercepted. And Asante Samuel will run it in for the touchdown. And that's all it takes. Most interceptions in the last 6 years, a 20-yard return on the interception, and the Eagles break the log jam on the score. On his way to the locker room, Joselio Hansen is in as the nickel back. 1st down, 3 receivers for John Skelton, tackled from behind for a loss of several yards. Trent Cole got him. Mike Patterson also got him, the 22. Skelton goes down, gets hit by Derek Landry, and Landry has been a presence. Fitzgerald, by the way, 2 catches for 52 yards and the 10-yard touchdown reception. Beanie Wells on the inside handoff, going outside, trap, and finally Kurt Coleman catches up to him, and they'll lose a couple. The ex-Eagle, and now the Eagle fans are loud.
Move Larry Fitzgerald inside to the slot.
Skelton's pass, intercepted. Nnamdi Asomugha picks it off in Cardinal territory. Big turnover in this game. 2nd down and 10. Here comes pressure, and down goes Skelton. Jamar Chaney, who has developed as a leader for 146 yards. But right here, 2nd down and goal from the 1. And here is Beanie Wells, runs right into a defender at the 6. A loss of 4. And for those of you
doing a very good job, a little bit revamped this year. Ahmad Bradshaw missing a game again tonight with a foot injury, his 3rd straight. And this is Manning throws, and that's picked off. So the Eagles return the favor. That's Jamar Chaney, the middle linebacker in the middle of the field. And Philadelphia gets the ball back, and a flag comes in at the end of the play.
What I want to do is make Andy Reid proud, and as he was telling us that, actually got tears in his eyes. So a guy that's easy to cheer for.
And he's been the guy really in the crosshairs, trying to get out of the backfield. And here come the Eagles again, and that defense doing a great job as Ware gets taken down first by Cole. Eagles with that wide 9, and they rush 4. And Manning is going to go down, and a flag goes down at the 43-yard line. So the sack for the moment, you got Babin and Patterson there.
The official, Yor.
And that's a great stop at the line of scrimmage right there. That's Mike Patterson.
As Eagles defense was supposed to do. Get after the quarterback.
2nd and 10, they run a draw, and they're playing the run brilliantly tonight. Jacobs tackled by Laws.
Right there.
More Manning magic, 47-yard gain there. He was right, look out, the ball is loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles, and it's Jason Babin with the sack, creating the fumble, and a gigantic turnover.
This is one that Kareem McKenzie is probably going to get blamed, and it had nothing to do with him. He made a great block out here. Babin's going to run around, and it's only because Eli stepped up and scrambled back is the only thing that allowed Babin to get in on it.
Thanksgiving Day. It looks like he's wanting to play. He's got his chin strap buckled up. Brady down at the 30-yard line. Mike Patterson And that's called steamrolling the quarterback.
Another red zone trip for the Patriots. Ridley, wrapped up by Cullen Jenkins.
Well, Cullen Jenkins wideouts and Tavares Jackson in the shotgun. Low snap. He finds the handle on it though, and now loads, reloads, and goes down. Well, he avoided a couple of would-be tacklers, but he couldn't avoid Trent Cole. Around CenturyLink Field here. Play action. Tavares Jackson, trouble in the backfield, and down he goes. Dropped back at the 30-yard line. Jason Babin came in leading the club in sacks, adds another one.
Yeah, and he's working against the tight end.
Couldn't get that ball fast enough. And dropped for a loss is Leon Washington. Let's check in with Alex.
Hey, Brad, will that LaShawn McCoy
And Zach Miller run with the football. Tavares Jackson is in control tonight.
Back to the ground game. That time Marshawn Lynch can't break free. 3 tight ends set in there on first down.
Here we go, train coming.
At the 16-yard line. Play action. Jackson flushed. Fakes the throw, and then he gets hammered. Back at the 22 or 23-yard line by Babin. That's going to be his second sack at inches right here.
2 tight ends.
Lynch, you hit the backfield, trying to get to that line, but the Eagles are not going to let him. He lost a yard.
Lead the league 29. That's just like a turnover. Matt Moore in trouble and goes down. A sack at the 16.5-yard line. Rookie linebacker Brian Roll. In Miami, a strong runner inside the tackle, something we hadn't seen a lot of earlier in his career. But now a 3rd and 6.
Look at this funky look. 2 down linemen.
And down goes Moore. Casey Matthews, the rookie lineman. Tough break from Marsh. Big play Culver. Matt Moore on first down. He fumbles the football. The Eagles have it. Just like that. Takeaway, giveaway. As Mike Patterson came up with the football.
Weird yardage hasn't been good to him. It's been good on this drive. Light it up in the run game.
Daniel Thomas goes nowhere. Met right at the line of scrimmage by Derek Landry and knocked backward.
Well, they were thinking the same thing. Landry, who just hit
Brandon Marshall on the right. Hartline is on the left.
And you can see Philadelphia's got everybody in the box to defend the run.
Lossman keeps.
Oh yeah, his knees never went to the ground. What a good job by him.
Yeah, he ducked low and was motoring forward. The lines on the field are just kind of a gauge. The officials will use the chains to officially, if it's that close to measure.
Boy, Reggie is animated. Look at Reggie Bush down there. Oh, that's a bad spot based on what I saw from up here and the way Lossman was just pile driving through low. Watch as he dips, unless somehow one of his knees touches on the ground. Neither. Oh, he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. This is not, no way.
Yeah, but if you drop the ball and pick it up.
But his knee was down, it looked like.
He's taking a look. And is trotting out to announce the call.
After review, the quarterback muffed the snap. He repossessed the ball with 2 knees on the ground, was touched down by number 58 of the defense. He is short of the line to gain. The ball is dead at the 47-yard line. It's 1st and 10, Philadelphia. Philadelphia is not charged with a timeout.
The Dolphins on a rally. First down from their own 20. Pressure coming, and he goes down. The Eagle defense
with another sack, their 5th of the game.
You just wondered when no Jake Long was going to show up and rear its ugly head for the Miami Dolphins.
On first down, Lossman in the end zone. There's a flag and he goes down.
Yeah, and this is going to be a hold, so either way it's a safety.
And the Eagles are signaling safety.
Unless it's illegal hands to the face by a Philadelphia Eagle.
And Philip Hunt got to J.P. Lossman.
The result of the play is a safety. During the play, personal foul, grasping the face mask, offense number 75. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the safety kick, half the distance to the goal.
Win out and controlling your own destiny in terms of the perception, because if this team wins out, I'm telling you, it takes all the heat off of Andy Reid and Juan Castillo and the rest of them.
Lossman goes down at the 15. Here comes a flag. That's another sack. Trent Cole got in for what would be call him and congratulate him. Bob finished up that Earl Morrall.
Well, the perfect season won't end at the end of the regular season. It'll end in Indianapolis. It doesn't mean anything for Green Bay unless it ends there.
Ask the Patriots about that.
That's right.
On fourth down, no, he's down. The whistle blew. The official called it. And Trent Cole and Jason Babin had Lossman wrapped up at the third. Cowboys would have to go 1-3. Eagles could be a part of that. And the Giants would have to go 2-2. And they play tonight, the Giants and Cowboys. And that's Lossman going down again. And Trent Cole with another one. They might put their second Dolphin quarterback out of the game. That's 9 sacks for the Eagles.
3 yards here at the start. Sanchez on the screen. Nothing there. Tomlinson with the catch and battered by Casey Matthews, the Tennessee. Second down at 14 for Sanchez. Able to complete to Santonio Holmes. The ball was lost on the fumble. It is picked up. DeQuay Parker for the touchdown. DeQuay Parker in his 11th year out of Oklahoma State. And let's check this out.
Well, you get a good look at Santonio Holmes. It looks like that ball's starting to come out before he actually hits the ground.
As to whether the runner was down, ball picked up by DeQuay Parker and a run in for the touchdown.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a touchdown.
Play fake, Sanchez taken down. And that is the 16th sack of the season for Jason Babin. Mark Sanchez working out of the shotgun. And that is intercepted out of deflection. Asante Samuel with the pick, his third of the season. It went through the hands of Santonio Holmes, who has had a very rough first quarter. And here they come. Sanchez taken down. It is Jason Babin with his second sack of the quarter. It is number 17 on the season.
Well, he's not always going to
mean a third down and 2. Play fake. Sanchez lost it. He fumbles. And it's recovered by Joselio Hansen, the right quarterback. Another Jet turnover. Cushion. Yeah. Sanchez taken down again. That's the third sack for the Eagles. This time it is Philip Hunt.
He's struggling a little bit in pass protection.
Ball back at the 20. It's a third down and 12. Sanchez taken down. It is Jason Babin with his third of the day. That's 18 for the season.
Trying to talk to Jim Washburn to get back on the field.
10th player in NFL history with 3 or more sacks consecutive games, and that is picked off on a deflection. Jamar Chaney. It was tipped by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, and Chaney comes up with his third interception of the season.
Giants lose at home to the Redskins.
All right, fourth down play, 4th and 6, and again Brunell way off with Curley, the intended receiver.
This game is in his hands, 2nd down and 6. Blitz, handoff, Washington lost a yard. Patterson came in and made the tackle. But only one from their secondary. Trying to set up a screen, and it was caught by Sammy Morris, but because he caught it, it's a loss of 5.
Entirely different things, and he gave him a little something last week, and here he's getting more opportunities in this game. It looks good.
Here is a toss to Sammy Morris, and with a penalty flag thrown on 3rd down and 1. You question the play call, a loss of 9 on what is the 10th play of the drive. A lot of faces lighting up. Your favorite players walk through the doors. McGee is taken over for Romo, and down he goes. Sacked, and it's Cole. Trent Cole gets his 10th of the year.
Now they're positioned with one more win. They'll make the postseason for the first time in 3 years.
3rd down and 2. McGee pulls it down, and now down he goes. Jaquay Parker. And this defensive front for the Eagles has been relentless. T presented by Lowe's coming up after this game. Plenty to talk about. The playoff picture coming more and more into focus. Down 20-0. McGee goes down in the arms of Derek Landry. That's number 2 on the year from the free agent from the Panthers.
Cisco, I mean, he's had an excellent season for the 49ers.
Trying to get some points here before the end of the day. McGee and the Dallas Cowboys. That's Washington, and he is hit and dropped by Keenan Clayton. For Stephen McGee. Took over after the first series with the hand injury suffered by Tony Romo.
That's okay.
McGee gets out of trouble. End zone incomplete, and the Eagles take over. Pass was behind Martellus Bennett.
Lou, the only rookie in franchise history to rush for 100 or more yards in 3 straight games. A throw and a hit, looking deep, underthrown again, ball's up, and it's picked off. Nate Allen's got it. Allen still going. Still on his feet. A flag is down as Allen goes down at about the 45-yard line.
Running if he keeps his feet.
Roy Halou checks back in, so he came up limping a series ago. We'll see how that leg is. He'll get the call straight ahead, going backwards. He's going to lose on that. Landry all over him. Derek Landry, including a 53-yarder last week against Minnesota. This is 36. Pressure, blocked. That's a live ball. Rodgers-Cromartie pitches it. Derek Landry.
What you talked about today, Ron.
And this is 4th down. And that's a give up. Turnover on downs. Boy, and that play for Redskins fans has to pretty much be a microcosm of the season.
He wanted to jump his headgear a little bit.
Making sure it was up to code. 3rd and forever. Pressure backside, and there's a sack. Trent Cole around the corner. 11 sacks on the year for Cole.
Quarterback. What are they going to do? You can't figure they're going to stand pat with Rex Grossman and John Beck. So the draft coming up will be a big, big deal for the Washington Redskins.
And it should be academic from this point on as Juan Castillo comes over with a huge hug.